let's begin today's journey with working on my good friend's car, Mr. Smokes' Civic. For those of you who don't know, we lost our good friend Mr. Smokes in a motorcycle accident, and he had this project car that was laying around at his house. This is a 2000 Honda Civic EX. With the model year being a 2000, that means it has all the late spec options. So the front end is different, which we're gonna need to find still. It's got some different interior pieces. I'm pretty sure these taillights are late spec as well. And Smokes did a really good one with picking up this particular chassis. Although the front end is smoked, the quarter panels are pristine. Everyone knows the spot to look on a 90s Honda is right here, and it is perfect. No signs of rust or decay. Now there is one issue with the car other than the front end, and that is brakes. There are no brakes. When you hit the brakes, pedal goes to the floor, and there's no fluid. So that tells me the brake lines are probably popped, which is crazy to think because you would think if the brake lines are rusted, that the quarter panels would be rusted. That is not the case here. So let's get under the car and see what we're working with. With there being no brakes, at least the e-brake works. Alrighty, got the car all up in the air on some front wheel jack stands, 300ZX wheels. And the jack stands I use in the back always sketch me out. So I put a stack of tires slash wheels right here off the Cedric, just in case the car falls, it doesn't crush me. Now let's get under here and see what we're working with. So far, so good. Doesn't look horrible under here, except for all the brackets that hold the brake lines on. This is usually a tall tale sign that the brake lines probably had salt on them at one point, which it looks like it has. Whenever purchasing a 90s Honda, this is the #1 spot to look other than the quarter panel. And that is the rear brake lines slash fuel lines. Right in front of this rear wheel, there's a curve where the brake lines go. I'll show you. Right here. Oof. As you can see here, we have a case of the Slim Jims. Anyone hungry? So what I want to do is take off this plastic shielding so we can see how much of this is rotted. Looks like it's just a, hopefully 10 mil. You know, sometimes rust changes the sizing of bolts over time. Oh yeah. Just rounded right off. Okay, this is gonna be really fun. All right, I ended up using 2 hands, and to my surprise, it works. The bolt is coming off. I thought it snapped. I'm actually surprised it didn't snap. Guess we'll move along down. I've removed all the hardware that holds on this piece. Let's take it off. Yikes. That's got to be the culprit. Right around here. Man, even the fuel lines are close behind. That is not good. Alright. Rust sponge. Okay, so these lines are rotted all the way back. Now I did suspect the brake lines to be completely rotted out, so I got a permanent replacement. These are stainless steel lines. So we'll be able to replace not just a piece of the line, but the whole thing. Looks like it comes with some adapters. I'm pretty sure this is so we can utilize drum brakes or disc brakes. They didn't have purple lines, otherwise, you know, I would have got purple. Let's see where these attach. It would appear to me that it is these top 2 lines, so we can follow them all the way down and they tuck towards the rear. So I'm going to take these 2 off from the proportioning valve. Looks like my 10mm land wrench is missing. Got these guys freed up. I think we got to take off the back wheels now and figure out where it attaches in the rear. Whenever a wheel gets stuck like this, I put one nut back on and kick it from the back like this. Oof. Definitely want to do a disc conversion in the back here. This is where the brake line attaches. My question is, why didn't they coat the whole brake line? You can see this plastic rubber lining where I'm sure the brake line is perfectly intact underneath, but the rest of the line is raw. That's why it rusts away. Please don't strip. Oh, and she's rounding off, folks. Now this is probably not the tool you're expecting to see out, but I'm going to grind off the brake line. That way I can fit a 6-point socket on top. Crazy how fast it cuts through. If you round off too much, then you won't have the pleasure of this part. Then you have to use like vice grips and really fight this line. Sometimes you can get lucky. Now again, a line wrench probably would have helped, but nothing beats a 6-point socket. Perfect. With the line free from the top, let's take off the rest of the brackets that hold this line on. That might be it, actually. Now the fun part, let's remove the rusty lines. And you know what, while we've been chilling under here, check it out, the leak has exposed itself. I think this will be easiest to do a very careful cut right here. I just can't hit the fuel lines because there might be a big boom. This is not a good idea. Alrighty, we got the old Slim Jims off the car. Looking quite slimmy Jimmy. And all I need to take is these brackets off. These will help mount the lines properly. I'm sure I could use zip ties or other methods too, but nothing beats the OEM hardware. And luckily this is the easiest part of the job. Brake lines have been fully installed. Honestly, this was a lot easier than I was anticipating. All the factory hardware was super nice to use. You can see all the mounting. It's so nice and clean in here. It's where it's supposed to be. Same with the other side. All nice and tight. Factory mounting locations. I did crack the bleeder screws loose in the back. So in the meantime, we'll let this gravity bleed, which basically just means put fluid in it and let it drip out. Kind of speeds up the bleeding process overall. Oof, we're definitely gonna need more fluid. While that's gravity bleeding, let's check on our pizza. I've never really grilled pizza before. Ooh, a little floppage. If I use tongs. Needs a little bit more time. We're starting off today at GLD. This is going to be our first annual Smokes Bash. We unfortunately lost our good friend Smokes in a motorcycle accident a couple months ago, so we figured maybe we can do a yearly event, burn some rubber and make some smoke for our friend Mr. Smokes. Also, you're probably wondering why the Z's not here. The starter went out, so I figured let's try and see if the Skyline gets down. Also, this is going to be Tay's first event ever too. Got Mr. Nico over here with finger itching.
Yeah, you see how the barriers are a little recessed from the, the gravel.
Okay.
I'm gonna recess it a little bit.
Hot entry. You're gonna make a 1/10 scale GLD?
Yeah, I love that. We're here.
That's sick. We gotta find some mini cones too.
I know, yeah. I wish I had some mini cones. 6 days a week, Tuesday through Sunday.
Now there is something I need to install on the car still to make it track ready. And that is these reservoir socks. I made 3 different colors. I'm gonna put these on the site soon. I just wanna make sure they're like good quality before I sell them. Maybe I'll put a purple one on this car? Or red? I don't know. I guess anything goes with silver. Now the reason the track wants you to put these around your reservoirs is just in case the fluid boils over, it can at least absorb into the sock instead of dripping onto the track. You know what? Let's check if we have oil. Yeah, that's good. Stick is wet, that's a good sign. Now, since I have never drifted this particular car, I'm gonna take it really easy on the first lap. Probably just start with trying to do basic clutch kicks. So I'm gonna like be turning and then clutch kick it and try to maintain steering. Another thing that really bothers me about this car is my knuckles hit the wipers and the turn signals. It's like way too close, so I gotta kind of hopefully finger it. So let's just try and keep the car in one piece. We still gotta make it back home today. And it's also my daily. And also stay fast, Smokes. This thing is so fast! This thing is hard to drive. This thing is hard to drive.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was horrible.
Reflections?
Needs a lot of improvement. I don't know if it's a chassis. It's me. I don't know if it's a chassis or me.
I think it's probably a little bit of both.
I don't know. I think the diff started opening up. It didn't like lock.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
I also went to rip the e-brake and forgot I didn't put the button in.
Pink like a man.
Does it not fit in there? I don't think it's working.
No. I think you're gonna have to abandon it.
That's okay. No e-brake's good.
Second run. Let's
Second
get
run.
it.
See what we can do. no angle, I'm not used to it. Oh my god, this thing has so much body roll.
Hello. What's going on?
Shit.
Hello.
What's up? Very nervous, but
Wait, I'm driving the first lap?
you're driving the first lap. Executive decision.
This might be impossible to drift.
This line is so long.
Trading off. Alright.
I'm nervous. Heart's racing.
You got this. First drift damage. You lost the belt.
Oh no. I wonder when the hell that happened.
You right? Taking apart my interior here.
Gotta adjust the dampening and try again.
Get the back seat off here. Deck lid. You can barely see the coilover in there. I'm just gonna max this thing. See if that makes any change. That was like 7 clicks. That was quite a bit. This side was 10 clicks. Maybe that'll make a difference. Rear interior is back together. Let's adjust the fronts. Oh yeah. All this does is tighten the valving, which makes fluid move less. So it should be stiffer overall.
Third lap. You're getting it there.
It was looking good for a second.
Reflections.
Okay, there was a lot of improvement on that lap.
Oh yeah.
I think stiffening the car helped tremendously.
Yes.
The diff is inconsistent, but I was still able to power over.
I'm your biggest fan.
Is that him? I think it's him.
Is that for us, Luis? That one felt G.
Oh my god, you were close to that barrel. Almost thought you were gonna knock out your lip.
Almost hit a little something there. No, that was good. Let's let this thing cool off a bit.
Get some rocks in those fenders.
Car's doing much better. Yo. It is so cool to see this thing finished.
One last time you seen it.
Yeah, I remember when I picked up the trans for this thing. It was on jack stands, no motor. I think you're doing something under the hood, right?
We're doing full swap, or not full swap, but a full clutch, full body kit, full everything.
Man.
Big brake kit.
Oh, big brake kit too? Which setup? Oh, there you go. This looks good, dude. You killed it.
Full origin kit.
Yeah. Is this the race line?
No, it's the Fusion.
Oh, Fujin?
Yeah.
You don't see this one too often then.
No, that's why I got it. Plus, it doesn't have the Type 3 skirts as a Type 1 race line.
Yeah, good stuff, bro. This looks good. Oh, this is sweet. Black with red, metallic. It's so hard to see on camera, though.
I wanted some.
Yeah, it's good. Good car, man. I don't think I've ever seen a brand new Striker. These are always like dangling around.
I know. I just got him there.
Really? I don't think the Skyline's like that, right? It's an S chassis thing, yeah.
Got the other.
That's a good touch.
It's the best feeling in the world.
Oh my gosh. I need to experience that. Dude, I don't even need to close it that hard. What? It's crazy that the small things give you so much satisfaction. No, it's the right problem to have. Fuck soda. Last lap of the day. Good way to end it. Didn't get a full lap though. Kind of sad about that, but room for improvement, I think they call it. Wow. Now we didn't have enough room for the bottle jack, and now that we're on my toolbox, we do. Well, it's gonna take forever.
Get the rusty stainless steel that has not been painted over again.
I don't see any rust, bro. The Skyline was surprisingly a great success. I'm not used to the factory steering angle, but it was a fun challenge. I've never had a car with so much power before, so that was honestly really fun to drive. Now let's look into the Z and why it's not starting. A lot of you guys suggested to look at the most common issue on the 300ZX, which is actually the starter relay. And to my surprise, Nissan thought it'd be a great idea to locate it right in the wheel well. I unwrapped everything and took it apart so you guys can better see what we're working with here. I have completely jumped the relay, so that is it up there. I got these pins, I guess, jumping all the connectors, even that one's jumped. And by jumping that relay, I wanted to isolate it from the system, basically eliminating that as a possibility. Battery's dead, as usual, so let's jump it. And nothing. Now the way the starting system works is it takes a signal from the ignition switch, and that wire goes all the way through the relay, maybe a fuse, maybe a fusible link, and then to the starter. There's also a few connectors in between there. So there's a lot of possibilities of where this could be shorted out, opened, blown, who knows. So I like to start at the very start of the source and then work my way back. So I have taken off the top, I guess, clamshell for the steering column, and we have exposed the ignition switch. Now each one of those wires dictates a different position that the key is in. So we got one wire here, ignition on power, and then of course, start power. Now we can check the voltages at each wire just to verify that we're getting the correct voltages. Now we should get 12 volts at least at each one of these wires when the key is cycled to that position. Now we only care about the starting switch because everything else seems to be working fine. We have all the lights on for the ignition, so we know that wire is good. But just to check our work, we can see what our voltage is there. We have a ground wire hooked up to the door jamb area. This is a solid ground, it's bare metal. Voltmeter is set to volts. I have it set to 20 since this is a 12 volt system. The black and white wire is the ignition wire, so I'm just, you know, putting the lead directly on that bare metal there. We got 7.65 volts, and that could have such a low reading because the battery is dead, so I'll just jump it just to make sure once again. Alright, key is in the on position, ignition lights are on. This wire right here is our ignition. Voltmeter reads 13.9, so that's good. It's gonna be really hard to do with two hands, but this is the starter wire here. So I'm just gonna wedge it. Get a good connection there. And now when I turn the key to start, we're getting 0. Now, I know you're probably thinking you're not pushing the wire down hard enough, but I did it with two hands before. I'm holding the camera with this hand now. Basically, I have discovered that the ignition switch is not reading correctly. So I'm gonna take it off and see if we can either clean it, take it apart, or I don't know. It's gotta come off anyway, so let's see what we're working with. Quick side note, there is a security feature on this car, and I did already try and unplug it. Still has the same issue. I know a lot of you guys are going to suggest that. But since we don't have power at all at the ignition switch, that tells me this is where the fault is at. To my surprise, there's just one tiny screw that holds this thing on. Out of curiosity, will this start with the ignition switch out? I'm just going to spin this top piece. Ah! Maybe it's just not moving enough in the housing. Oh, it didn't work that time. It's intermittent. Okay, I just reinstalled it. Let's see if it does anything. Okay, why does it work? All I did was take it out, mess with it, and put it back in. That makes no sense. Wow. Maybe the contact within it just needed to be cleaned. Can't think of any other logical reason. My Z has not started this good in probably over a year. There you have it. Take things off, mess with it, and put it back on. That's all it needed. Got Tay in here pumping the pedals. Give me 2, 3 pumps.
Oh, gotcha. 1, 2, right. Hold it.
Ooh, good gusp of wind. I would use the cup, but this bleeder is way too rusty to use a wrench on, so we're just gonna suck it up with some cardboard. Had a steady stream out of this wheel area, but I wanted to show you guys this. Piece of the drum. We might as well bleed the fronts. I mean, it's always good practice to do that, especially when the brake fluid gets empty. All right, go ahead. Let's see if it needed it. Oh, steady stream. Oh, there's some air. Okay, good. Good thing we're here. And we are legal. Let's go on a test drive. Take a seat anywhere you'd like.
Okay.
Except for the driver's seat.
Okay, no problem. Guys, is this a red flag if a guy picks you up in a car like this with no seat?
we can't go too fast because the hood doesn't latch. Let's bring that just in case.
Oh, there we go.
We're ready. Ooh, brake pedal exists.
Yeah.
Let's practice going in reverse first so we don't smash your car. Okay, the car did not move. That's a good sign.
You're good. You're good. Car stops.
Car stops.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry.
I got no seat.
There's no dome light. Babe, buckle up. What are you doing?
Maybe just go in the cul-de-sac.
This is the first time driving it on the public roads. This is really just the extended part of our driveway. You can hear the rust coming off the rotors and drums. Oh, it's fast.
It's like Smokes.
Just like Smokes. Just how we intended it. Man, if you were in a seat, I would test this out, but... Alright, we gotta take our first...
Fill up.
No, it's got half the tank. Maybe we can just do our first test drive pick. Is this the middle? Jesus. I don't know how to use these things. Just pull your brake.
Dents in here.
There's something so Midwest about this shot.
Taylor Tough Knuckles.
Yeah, Taylor Tough Knuckles.
You look like a natural with one of those.
Do I? Yeah, shifting around and whatnot.
I don't know. Does he approve this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Find out.
Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it.